Australia is supposedly a rich country.
Kids are going to primary school, living out of a tent. This is just outside Roger Cook's electorate, and it's disgusting. This is disgusting. These people are regular people. They're working. They simply can't find houses. And, you know, even some of the people that can find houses or maybe could have found houses can't afford to live in them.
This is Western Australia, guys.
That lady there works. She works a full-time job. This lady over here has a couple of kids with her. These kids are going to primary school, living out of a tent. It's an absolute failure of the Cook government and the Albanese government.
So that was Western Australia. You saw that? Thousands. Let me actually quickly ask, how many homeless? We never used to see homeless people in Australia, guys. I've never seen anything like that, but now I'm hearing more and more about people living in tents. Okay, so we don't have any latest data. So in 2016, we had 116,000 homeless people. In 2021, that number got up to 122,000. That was in 2021 because we get census every 5 years. So we've actually got a census coming up next week, I think on the 7th of August. I actually need to make a separate video about that too. So I have a feeling we have a lot more homeless people than 122,000 as per our last census result. So while we've got people who are struggling, this is what we're importing. So check out this guy, this Indian guy. He just came from India on a work visa. He attended this anti-One Nation rally, and he's calling for a socialist revolution in Australia. You can't make this up. He's here on a work visa and is asking for a socialist revolution. Basically, he's here to overthrow the Australian way of life or the Australian government. Why are we tolerating this?
What does it mean for you to be here today? Socialist. So you're a socialist? Amazing. And were you born here or were you born? I was born abroad. Okay. There we go. Yeah. And why did you come to Australia? For what? For what? Yeah, but now you want Australia to become socialist. Yes.
How does that make sense? If I was anywhere near power, I would have sent a team, looked into their visa status. If you're on a visa, student visa, work visa, any visa, and you're threatening to overthrow the Australian government through a revolution or whatever, visa cancel straight away. Straight away, you'll go to the airport, we'll confiscate your belongings, charge you, so we can buy a ticket for you and we'll send you back. Otherwise, we will detain you until your family can pay for your return ticket home. That's it. And I don't care how many people protest. I don't care. We need to be vicious. And this is why Pauline Hanson is saying what she's saying. And look, they're coming after her. Check this out.
Chris, at the moment, we've got 18,000 people on watch list, Asia watch list. We've got a real problem that's growing.
All Islamists, 90% of them are Islamists, Islamist jihadis. 18,000 people on watch list. In the UK, it's close to 100,000.
This country of radicalisation. We've had a number of terrorist attacks by Muslims in Australia. We've just had the biggest one ever last December at Bondi. You've got to call out the elephant in the room. And I'm sorry to say this, but I don't want people coming to this country from radical Islamic countries. I don't want that here. I want to protect the Australian people. I want them to feel safe in the streets. I don't want to see this anti-Semitism that's going on. I don't want to see the hatred that's happening.
It's not just anti-Semitism, because I see a lot of these far-right people in Australia because they hate the Jews as well. They're like, oh, anti-Semitism, I don't care. They can hate each other all they want. You idiots. They hate the Jews and they hate the Christians as well. The same Quran, the same verse actually, chapter 9, verse 29, where it says that Jews and Muslims can't be friends, it actually says Jews and Christians can't be friends. Jews and Christians can't be friends of Muslims. They say, fight the Jews and Christians, not just the Jews. But these, I don't know, I can't wrap my head around these extremist people. Either they're far left loonies or far right loonies.
And I just feel that, you know, that's why I'm very strong on certain countries. You've got to say no.
Yeah.
And I've got
to check out this response from this journalist.
In a way, though, that is a version of a white Australia policy, is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not. No,
Idiot.
no, it's got nothing to do with that. That's not to do with the White Australia policy at all. So don't go there with me, I'll tell you what, because I won't stand for it.
I don't want Islam in my country. Oh, that's White Australia Party. So in order to prove you wrong, we should let in hordes of mindless barbarians. That's the solution. That's the solution of the left. Look at this. Listen to this woke politician.
I've seen footage of people being killed during the process of deportations in the US.
Just two people, Renee Good and Alexander Prithy, who were known agitators. They were there to agitate and hinder ICE federal agents from doing their jobs, from their lawful jobs.
I've seen people being removed from hospital settings and medical clinics. The thought of that happening in this country makes me sick.
Well, you are already sick. Those of you who don't know, Pauline Hanson said that she will introduce Trump-style deportations, even though we don't have nowhere near as many undocumented or illegal people in Australia. I think according to the last estimate, I think we've probably got somewhere around 77,000 illegal people in Australia who have overstayed their visas, who haven't gone back, because we don't have people coming here by boat. So everyone who's here, they came here legally on a valid visa, but when their visas expired, they didn't go back. So they've disappeared now. And that's another reason of, so they're just living here when they shouldn't be here. So Pauline Hanson has said that I will deport them, as we should, as any country should. And these do-gooders, these virtue signalers, they're always here. No, you can't do that. Yes, we can and we should. We should do that.
And the fact that Pauline Hanson thinks that that's a reasonable way to treat and deal with vulnerable people tells me that she is not fit to have any significant leadership role in this country.
There were other comments made. She says that she didn't say she supports a White Australia policy. She mentioned the term, though. Was she misrepresented?
I think it would appear that One Nation don't know what they believe.
I think they know what they believe, and you're the idiot one. You actually don't understand. And these people, guys, they have tried that everywhere. The word far right doesn't mean anything, even though there are some extreme fringe groups who are far right, who fit the label far right, who are atheronats, who admire Hitler. But that's a tiny minority. Even in these current circumstances, when there could be more far right people. There could be. Like, look what this is a perfect breeding ground for white nationalism to arise. And I wouldn't be surprised if white nationalism grows. But at this point in time, thankfully, neither Rupert Lowe, neither Farage, nor Pauline Hanson, these people are not white supremacists. They're not. They're not white nationalists. The one way to judge that is to look at how much they are hated by the atheronats. Neo-Nazis don't like them. They hate them. But these people call them neo-Nazis, white supremacists, white nationalists. And because it is fundamentally not true, that's why these people are losing.
One hand does not clearly talk to the other. Barnaby doesn't seem to know what Mel Roberts is saying, doesn't know what Pauline's saying.
This is the reason why, if the general election was held today, Pauline Hanson will win 66 seats to 66 seats of Labor as well. Look at this. Pauline Hanson's One Nation can form government, a mega poll shows. Labor's majority is already gone. Look at this. This is orange, and this is if the coalition, our Tories, the Liberal Party, if they drop their attitude and they form an alliance with One Nation could form a government. Isn't that amazing? They could form government. This is amazing. So that's why it's not working. It's not working for them. And look at this. While the Australian public is waking up, the Australian public is saying enough is enough. Look at our media. Look at our mainstream media. There's a Channel 7 doing a hit piece.
Rupert Lowe's Restore Britain has an even harsher manifesto, which critics say is a blueprint for ethnic cleansing.
Wow, look at the labeling, ethnic cleansing. Mass deportations. Every illegal. They're close to some, according to some estimates, there are about 1.52 million illegal migrants in the UK, scattered all across the UK, up and down. They did that on purpose. They scattered them all across the country under the operation called Operation Scatter.
Pauline, I'd like to give you this.
Thank you.
This is a jewel of what you need to do in Australia.
And we can easily do it, guys. We've only got 77,000 illegal migrants. We've got to start with them first. That will be a stepping stone. And that will send a strong message to everyone else. Hey, you cannot mess with our system. You cannot mess with our laws. We're not going to tolerate this. Bugger off.
Now, I'll have a good read of this. We're very much on the same page.
It's a plan to remove nearly 2 million people from Britain in less than 3 years.
Beautiful.
Either forcibly or by systematically stripping their legal status and creating a hostile environment that withholds welfare and vital services.
Excellent. Look at this. Outward remittances from the UK.
There's even a reward system for patriotic Britons, offering £500 for verified intelligence leading to a successful deportation.
Beautiful. We need that too. We need that too, guys, right here in Australia. Do you know someone who has overstayed his visa? We'll give you $1,000. That's great. We need that. So yeah, this was a hit piece done on Channel 7. And let me tell you that it wasn't received nicely by the Australian masses. These clips have been shared on social media, and Liam Bartlett, the chief journalist in that, he's had his reputation destroyed. Even I used to think that he was a good traditional journalist, but no more. I don't believe that anymore. But because the tide has turned, guys. These dinosaurs don't understand that the world has changed around them. The days of gaslighting the natives, they're gone.